be able to meet you in person. We've had a lot of dialogue via phone and social media, but it feels like we've known you for a while. God bless you with that very special gift of being able to put the likeness to canvas with your art. However, only the love of your family and the village in which you were raised can teach you the value of kindness and generosity. On behalf of the loved ones of Jamarian Robinson, whose portrait you personally delivered to Monteria, his mother in Atlanta, Georgia last month, and on behalf of all of the families of Felicia Rudd, Terrence Woods Jr., Keisha Jacobs, and the countless others whose hearts you have touched with your generosity. We at the Garden extend a sincere and heartfelt thank you for helping us continue to shine the light on the murdered and missing Black community. Good friends are like snowflakes. Each one is unique, heaven sent, and makes the world a beautiful place. Thank you for being one of the snowflakes that fell in the Black community. We appreciate it.
Okay, we gotta get a picture. I want you to have. Hey, Black Rose of Black Roses Garden Community Radio here in full effect with the greatest artists in the
world. Don't do that. Don't do that.
On the planet. You hear what I'm saying? Oh my God. I want to thank you, Joey, so much for making my families happy today. My God. I'm the shit. That's all.
You're a fool.
Because of you. You hear what
Don't
I'm saying?
Say that. No.
Them families were so happy. You know.
Yeah, I know.
You were there. You had people crying and everything else. Okay?
Yeah, that's what it's about. That's
all right.
What it's about.
And me crying too. Messed up my makeup. Look at my lipstick. Messed it all up. Okay? But I love you so much. I appreciate you. I am so happy to be connected with you and the great work that you do for the whole community in a whole.
And where we at right now? Where we at?
We're at Hustle Firm Entertainment's studio, recording studio, master and mix, all music. Some of the greatest artists come in this studio to record. Okay?
Now we in DC, y'all.
We in Maryland.
Oh, Maryland. I see.
Yeah.
I messed up already.
Look.
Got my boy. Oh, you got your name. Hey, yo, can I sign?
I've been here, yeah.
Sure, I got to sign the wall.
Mm-hmm. And here go my home.
It's your spot.
Hey!
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, RJ!
Oh, man,
That's
dope.
Look, you love it?
Oh, yeah, I love it, man. It's dope, man.
But they take that for granted, like, that's serious, like, why are we here? Mm-hmm. And our great-great-grandparents had a fight.
Yeah.
And that's the only way we here. Either they fought, they kept quiet, or they did what they had to do. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, trust me, each one of us is special and blessed to be here. We fought. I'm telling you, we survivors. Right. And I say that all the time, like, black people is survivors, like, 100%. Like, people take it for granted.
I think that's what makes white America so pissed
They feel
off.
that. They fear that.
They're pissed off. To us,
I'm telling you, even when you see, I just sometimes it feels for me like when I see a white person, I just be like, you ain't catch me. Like it's inside of you. They didn't catch you. They didn't get you slipping. They didn't hang you. They didn't. None of that. You're alive.
Right.
And for you to be alive is like mind blown. You know how many thousands? Well, obviously you know thousands of black people died. Billions.
125 million folks died just through the Middle Passage.
I bet you want to do
and
everything I
like wow.
All right.
Think about it.
Y'all,
black people today just go out there. I mean, I ain't trying to, sometimes it's not that they're not educated, they just don't want to know. Sometimes they ain't educated. That too. They don't want to go out there and research. They don't want to go out there and actually put themselves out there.
Because the revisionist history has, the revisionist history that we have gotten in school is taking out the ugly parts.
That's another thing.
So
and the thing is about school, they don't want to tell the white people they was wrong. They don't want to tell the kids they was wrong. They want to bleep it out. Or they want to tell kids, 3rd grade, 4th grade, a black kid, oh, you was a slave. You was the master, but they don't want to say who was wrong. I promise you, I work at the school system, right? You go in the first grade, second grade, third grade class. Guess who you see in there? George Washington. And I'm looking at George Washington. I'm like, cool. That's cool. You got him there, but you got to tell the negative about him too. This man owned slaves. He was not a great man. You know what I'm saying? All of them, Thomas Jefferson, James, what's his name? Adams, and all of them. All the people was not good people. No, they not care for us. If I went to a white George Washington today, he would not respect me.
Yeah, but again, this is the difference. I think is with before the Civil War. That was the Lord on land.
Yeah.
Everybody agreed. Okay, you know, let them work for us or add for life.
Yeah.
But when it became the law of the land,
it's a whole different story.
When the amendments were added to the Constitution,
but you
and
know
those
how,
folks in South Carolina, in
Alabama,
in Mississippi, goes up against the government of these United States.
Yes.
You know, that changed that.
Look.
So I can't fault George Washington.
True.
I don't fault that piece.
Yeah.
Because it was not the law of the land. I do fault the rapes, and you know, the history of the word motherfucker. People don't know that.
Yeah.
If they did know,
without you and I.
It's so much history that people don't know, man. And it's sad.
Y'all ready?
It really is.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
And that's how we should be. We should never let it go, never let it show. I was like in the mood, y'all. Okay, like I'm at the quiet storm at home and shit. But when I do get home,
keep going back.
When I do get home, I'm going to be blasting the music. I do have a nice playlist in here. I probably blast my playlist. But anyways, we're back. I done had a beautiful day today, okay? Yesterday was the anniversary of my dad's death. He's been gone now for a whole year. I was in my feelings yesterday. I was all over the place. Just excited about today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Excited about, everything that we did today, and just happy today. And one of the reasons why I am happy, I have him in the studio right now. Let's clap it up for the artist who provided these beautiful portraits today for my family.
It was an honor, man.
Of the missing and murder.
Because I want people to see that.
It was an honor. Definitely was an honor, man.
Yeah. Well, that you said, I want to do something.
Yeah.
That's big.
I had to do it for the culture, man. Like, 'cause I feel like missing cases, death cases, that's all part of our black. You know what I'm saying? We go through this stuff. And people, you should not leave any of this out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that people do that. Because I'm like, how are you going to learn? What if you make the same mistake?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Every story matters in the end.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's a shame. It really is. It really is. And when you called me and you told me about it, I mean, like I said, I didn't even hesitate. I was like, you know what? I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? Let's plan the date. I come down here from South Carolina. I was like, this need to be shown. You know what I'm saying? And I feel honored. Seriously, I'm blessed. Man, this and the price behind it don't even matter. Like the moment of it, what really matters. You know what I'm saying? Because like seeing it, like the reactions and the people actually embrace it to it. Like a lot of people don't know what these people going through. These people, like they seeing their loved ones pass. They thinking that, you know what? Maybe I can't take this no more.
Right.
Maybe I want to do something crazy. And like doing this, it heals them. It may not fix it completely, but at least it gives them
it brings some type of joy.
Yeah, like somebody actually cares, somebody actually thinking about me. Right. And I just feel like right there is the reason why I strive so hard to actually want to continue doing this, because it's like I tell people this all the time. Like the reason why I do this art is not for me. It's not to bring praise me or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just about our culture. It's about the community. It's about black spirit, and I feel like art can really capture it. Because I mean, you see art
imitates life.
Yeah, you see Mona Lisas and all that. I mean,
no offense, white people protect their art.
Yeah.
Fortune. I mean, you go to white art. I mean, millions, billions, trillions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? But black people, we don't do that for us. We don't cherish nothing that we keep or gain in life. And I just feel like, even if the community may not like it, maybe I can just grab one family or this family or that family, and at least it can attach them individually. Right. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Rose, I'm more than happy.
People who you are.
Well, again, my name is Joey Within Arts. You know what I mean? I was born in Norfolk, raised in Richmond, Virginia, and then eventually I traveled down to South Carolina. Like I said, Virginia was great for me. It was just a lot more hardship and a lot more things like diversity, things I had to go through. But once I went to South Carolina, a lot of things changed for me. Like, it really opened my art out. Because like I said, when I was in school, growing up in Richmond, Virginia, I pushed it, but I was like, my family doing it. I guess it was a distraction to see my family, because they was telling me like, oh, your art is good, but it's not up to their qualifications. I'm looking at them like, man,
hold up that picture of Religion Run, somebody, please.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, they kept telling me like, man, your art is good, but you got things to work on. And I'm looking at them like, man, whatever.
That is exceptional.
And I tell people, I'm like, so quality in art, that's not about art. They get that confused. Everybody want art to be so realistic. They think art that shows how good you are. No, it's just the meaning behind it. Every art have a story. You know what I'm saying? And if I feel like capturing that story, it depends on the viewer who's looking at it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
And people get that misunderstand. Like, I don't understand. But from there, I ended up going to like children's hospitals and NAACP, Malcolm X Center, breast cancer awareness. That also what like grabbed me to it more, because I just felt like, man, sitting there in the children's hospital, seeing kids with tubes in their neck and kids that can't even talk or walk. And I was like, man, I sat beside their bedside and drew pictures for them. And that made me really feel closer to it, because I was like, man, these people really kept taking in my art. And I was like, I got to continue doing this, keep the process going. And then eventually, like I said, when James Brown's daughter reached out to me, that when I knew, I was like, man, my life is going to change from here. But I never, even though I do like celebrities artwork, I always felt like you can't leave the community behind. Right. Because there's so much still going on in the community, you can't be blindsided. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody matters in the end. Definitely my art, because my art, I represent the black culture, period. Yes. I don't care if you from the highs to the lows. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because we all one in the end. Yes. You know what I mean? So, and I mean, and to be honest with you, the community is even more meaningful. Because I mean, you get into people that already got it, that already made it. And I don't get me wrong, I'm sharing their likeness, showing their, giving honor to them, definitely the ones that passed, and embrace our culture through music, which is great. Right. Because it's ways that we can't even do. As a community, we can't go out there and talk to these hot people. Right. And sometimes those people that paved the way, like James Brown, he out there in his music at the time when racism and all that was going around, he was not afraid to speak out. You know what I'm saying? So I still give honor to him. Even though he had the money, but it's not about the money. If you saw the messages that they was putting out, and a lot of these celebrities at the time, they wasn't even getting paid the way people think they was getting paid. Well, they was getting that music stolen. They couldn't even tour to different locations because of racism. They couldn't even sing in those places. And people look at them and be like, well, they were just James Brown. No, man.
James Brown single-handedly got the people in D.C. to stop burning down. He did that himself.
Man, it's amazing. Yeah. And I love it. Like, every story, every person I do pictures for, I get so connected with it, because I'm like, once you know more and more about them and what they done for our people, I mean, it gives you a whole different light.
Yep. Man. And you have firsthand information, because you actually got to sit down and talk with Frederick Douglass' grandchildren.
Yeah, just tell us about that experience.
Yes, man.
Tell us about that experience. That just happened before you came here.
Yes. So Frederick Douglass and Booker T. Washington, I don't want to get the story too wrong, but I know their family merged together, and Morris, that's the last name of the family. And I mean, I'm telling y'all, goosebumps. When I met them, I didn't even know what to say. I was like, man, this is history.
You're in awe.
This is history. Like, and the thing is about me, I don't want I'm not gonna say I'm an icon or I'm a legend or anything like that because I'm meeting these individuals, but I just feel like, man, for me to even give this stuff to my community, it's like so they can actually see it. Because like you know, out here in DC and stuff, y'all got all these great monuments and these places. In South Carolina, we don't have that.
Right.
We don't have nowhere like that. We don't have. I mean, unless you seen the Confederate flag, if you want to see that, or Cotton Field.
Oh, y'all took that down, didn't you?
Man, yeah, we still fighting for it now. I mean, we still got people still putting it up. I mean, they don't make a difference. But I just feel like, yeah, Frederick Douglass and Booker T. Washington, great grandparents. They left a lot of messages towards me, and they told me a lot of key points about myself. Told me how special I am, how gifted I am, and definitely like. We all honor these great people, but he also told myself, he was like, man, but you're special too. And I was like, I'm thinking to myself, I mean, it really didn't dawn on me, but eventually I was like, he kind of right. Because, you know, for us, if black people even be here right now, is a blessing within itself.
It's a minor miracle.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle. I mean, like I said, the plantation, to the ship, to the segregation, I mean, to the Jim Crow law and all this. I mean, we fought through so much. I mean, they say 400 years, I think more, but we fought so long, and I just feel like we take advantage of it.
Well, here's something that I just learned in reading. Spike Lee promotes the 1619 Project. And, of course, Tom Cotton, the Republican senator from Arkansas, does not want it taught in schools, so he's introduced a bill in the state. But anyway. Oh man, I forgot my point. Lord have mercy. I was going somewhere.
No, you good. You take your time.
No, but I'm just talking about the history. That 1619 to 2019. That's 400 years. And what triggered that is when you said it was probably longer. I just learned in reading D.L. Hughley's new book that Columbus. 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. And in 1493, he sailed down to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
When he got to the Caribbean, there were 8 million people of color, chocolate folks like us. When he left in 1504, there was 100,000. He was a major slave trader. Major.
And he got a day. And he got a holiday.
Yeah.
He got a day, he got a holiday.
Yeah, they give him days, they give him holidays, they give him every goddamn thing.
What we got? 1 month? If that?
Well, this is another thing, too. There would be no history if there was not black history.
Exactly.
That's right.
You can't even talk about America without talking about black people.
Exactly.
You can't. You got to keep us in the topic.
Black history is 24/7, 365. And when I began to do the research and to put together my Black History game, it was kind of an epiphanal moment in my life in that, I said, hey, when I discovered that, we did the first refrigerator.
Ooh,
we did the first mailbox.
Yes.
We did the launch. We did the pacemaker, the first open heart surgery, the blood plasma. We was doing all the work.
Come on now.
We was doing all the work, so we had to find a way to make it easier.
Yep.
Even though we did the ink pen, the pencil sharpener.
It's not taught in school.
The bottle cap. Exactly.
They don't want to say that.
But I'm gonna teach you.
They trying to limit black people. Seriously.
Yeah. Oh, I know. They try to devalue.
Yes.
When you have somebody else preach your narrative, they can preach what they want. We have got to stand up and begin to preach our own narrative. And we got to begin at home.
And that's another reason why I do my art so much, because I feel like me doing the pictures is capturing the history. And I'm trying to make sure everything is being kept. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, there's people that don't even know who Sammy Davis Jr. is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's people that don't even know, like you said, all the inventors that you created.
Yeah.
They created. I gotta keep history alive. You know what I'm saying? And I can do it in my art. And people sometimes people don't want to read a book. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if this interests you, I'm gonna do it. Like, come on now.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Just having you, when I reached out to you to do the painting for Jamarian Robinson, just telling you the story, telling you his story, telling you all of the stories of my missing. The paint the 6 that you did here, there are going to be several more done.
Definitely.
We're talking about you getting ready to go to Detroit. To see Harley Chatham.
Man.
And you know, her daughter was murdered right in front of her children in her house. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, we don't have too many people like you where you can just reach out to them and tell them a story. And like I said, you came up here. I asked you, I said, Joey, I said, you can send them through the mail or whatever. You said no.
Oh, no.
I'm going to come
no.
up here.
Oh, no. I got to do it in person.
I'm going to come up
that's
here.
the full effect.
Yeah.
That's the full effect. I want to, like I said, those moments is why I do it. And I got to be at their moments, man. I got to feel it, man. Because that right there gives me that drive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because being closed in, like for artists, they want you to be in the box.
Yeah.
They want you to just paint and just send it out. Now, I want to make sure the media see what's going on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, just like I said, there's athletes, they got politicians, and they got entertainers. They all in the front row. You know what I'm saying? They on magazines and everything. People can't even name 10 black artists.
Yeah. I know I cannot.
They can't. There's no main black, I mean, even being taught the literature of art.
Yeah.
They don't even got black art in there. Black artists.
Wow.
I mean, it's a shame, and I feel like me as an artist, I want to make sure I'm doing this for not just the community, but for the African American people as artists that are afraid to get to that level. Because like that much money, everybody say that. Now everything going to digital.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just crazy.
Art appreciates. It really, really does. Art is
Art is one of the first languages.
Yeah. Charles Bibb is a black artist.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I got some of his stuff now. I just double check it.
Everybody love I can't get his name, but he's also a famous black artist. He did Marvin Gaye cover, The Shack.
Oh, I got that at my house.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And everybody thought JJ from Good Times did it, but I forgot the guy's name. But yeah. Man.
Well, I have to. My history teacher friends, one of my history teacher's friends, is on my live. Her name is Michelle Holden. She said, "What an awesome testimonial, especially for the young adults." So
appreciate it.
Yes, indeed.
Hey man, I gotta make a difference, man. I mean, I just can't sit there. I really can't sit there. I mean, to me, life is too precious, and I feel like death don't have an age, and I feel like for me, why not wait? Why waste it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been through that point in my life, and I just felt like when I was homeless, I felt like at that moment I was like, you know what? I can't waste no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here in the dark, police pulling up on me, like, why sit here? Why do something? You know what I'm saying? Some people think I'm crazy going out there and meeting these people and this and the third, but it's making change. You know what I'm saying? And it be baby steps. It be small, but it eventually grows and grows and grows. Like I had so many people told me, "Oh, art ain't gonna take you nowhere." But look where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Look where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to make it develop. You know what I mean? Build your own resume. It don't have to be like a job resume. Just start small.
Yeah.
Start promoting yourself. Start putting yourself out there. There's so many different avenues, so many different ways to do it. Like I always take pictures with the people I encounter with. Yeah. And sometimes the people promote for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Always do man, there's so much stuff, man.
When you do it from here, when you do things for the love of doing
That's
them,
it.
The money will come. I believe that to the core of my
agree.
being. And I look at folks like Steve Harvey.
Oh, I love Steve.
I look at folks like, we was talking about him the other day, Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Atlanta, man. Shout out.
Wow. See? And you know, even
they feel like dreams is going. Their dreams is going. I mean, like, I promise you, like, at that moment being homeless, you give up on everything. You just feel like that nobody cares, nobody ain't gonna help you, this, that, and third. But at that moment, it makes you feel like, you know what? It's all good. God got me. I mean, I'm gonna find a way. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Even if you put $20 to the side, $10 to the side, you gonna build.
Yeah.
You gonna build. You gotta have money management. You gotta make sure. And that's another problem with the black community too. Ooh, that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah. As a matter of fact,
that's a whole nother topic.
I'll talk about that next week.
Because how can, like, for me, oh man, money management. Let me tell you, man. Art is beautiful. I do it, but at the same time, like, that's a whole nother testimony. Because how can I become homeless and then within 5 years buying my house?
Yeah.
5 or 6 years. About 5 or 6 years, I bought my house. I bought my land, and then I bought my home on top of it. And it was just, I just couldn't give up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and people don't know the meaning of sacrificing. Sometimes you don't have to get everything you want. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta go a week or two, trying to put money in there just to make sure you go to work, get your food, manage it out. You know what I'm saying? You can't just spend it all. You can't live paycheck to paycheck. Yeah. And don't try to all the money what you work for. You got to make sure you see it. Yes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to see it. They be like, man. And I'm telling you, and it's funny to me because I feel like a lot of people actually got more money than they think they do. It's just the real estate. You know what I'm saying? These apartments and stuff. Because very soon you own your house. You know what I'm saying? You just pay your property tax. All the money that you will spend, those $600, $800, $900, you build that up throughout the year. You good. Right. You solid. Right. And people be saying, oh, I don't get paid enough. Nah, you get paid enough. It's just where your state is at right now. The moment where you at right now is not good. Once you get your house and everything situated, oh, you'll be all right. Okay.
Jesus. I'm in the days, y'all.
You in the days.
Trying to get my phone and stuff situated. I had to stop one of my live videos because it's like they get blocked.
Not a big deal. Okay, now you went to Philly for Teddy Pendergrass family.
Went to Philly yesterday.
You got to tell us about.
Oh man,
these are people. These are some of my heroes.
Man, so far on top of my head, I did James Brown family. Shout out to Diana. Thomas Brown. I also did Ray Charles' daughter, Robin Charles. No Freya, you know what I'm saying? Shout her out, man. Betty Wright daughter, rest in peace, man. Also did Tony Terry out in Atlanta. I did my man Ronnie Moss from the Spinners. I did T. Higgins, you know what I mean? He just got signed to the NFL. I did Sean, he also got signed to the NFL to the Eagles. I did Charles Stanford Jr. He was the first African American for a PGA Tour. Yeah. Who else I did?
What was that name again?
Charles Stanford Jr.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Now, just yesterday, yesterday was tremendous, man. I knocked out Teddy Pendergrass. I did, what's her name? Trudy Pitts.
Who's Trudy Pitts?
She's a pianist.
And also I did, Wilbert from the Delphonics. Come on now. You gotta come on, man. Come on. And I, to be honest with you, man, it kills me. It really kills me because people, they don't realize how much this means to me because definitely to the community. Like for me to grow up and not knowing any of this. And for me to meet these people and give other kids chances, because there's kids really need these the education of it, you know what I mean, just to learn it, you know what I'm saying. They need to know this because they got to know how special they are, the growth of it, you know what I mean, to be inspired by something, you know what I mean, and it's crazy, and I feel like I can be an inspiration to those people because of my age.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And
you inspired me, and I'm old enough to be your grandmother.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if I can go out there, and I didn't go to college. You know what I'm saying?
Neither did I.
No, never went to college, and I never went to no art institutions and all that stuff. I never done that. My art is self-taught.
Your art is a gift from God.
There you go. You're right. Can't put God out. Yeah. And literally be in a box room, sitting there practicing. If it ain't good, throw it away. Do it again. If it ain't good, throw it away. Do it again. You got nothing but time on you. You know what I'm saying? Until you get it right, just send it out. You know what I mean? But I just honestly, I really felt like it was time because, like I said, I did the 500 pictures when I was giving out to South Carolina, and at that point,
wait a minute, you said you did what? How many pictures?
My first year, 1 year. So after I saw the picture of the dog, right, I was sitting at the desk. The lady in that office building, a lot of people in that office building found out I was an artist, and they was like, "Man, I gotta have his work." So they just started coming out to the front office, the front desk.
Wow.
And they was like, my boss was looking at me, my supervisor was like, "What is this man doing?" Like he's like he's selling the building out. Like and then they ended up telling their family, and then basically from that point, 500 pictures in 1 year.
That is
in 1 year,
unheard of.
And then turn around. That's when the organizations reached out to me, different organizations like children's hospitals and all that. And then after that, Rhonda Rollins from 107.3, great woman. She said, man, I need you to be on the radio station. And from there, this lady just called me Sarah. She put me on her TV show. And it was rap. Because somehow somebody caught on to it and it got to Augusta.
Yeah.
And that's when James Brown's daughter came and she was like, yo, I want you to do something for James Brown Family Foundation. And I was like, yo, don't even. I'm not
even say it twice.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I don't care how far the drive was. I said, I'm going down there.
Yeah.
I'm going down there.
Well, here's what you're going to do for me before you get out of this room is give me your email address because I am going to send you my Black History game.
Of course.
Yeah, it's I have it on Amazon.
Well, I tell you what.
What?
I have the thick copy. So if you can promise me you'll make me another one, I'll give him.
No, I'm gonna send it to him over the internet.
Okay.
Copy. You got babies at your house.
I know, but I want him to have that in his museum. Yeah.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yours, I got it.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all love it. Y'all love it. I mean,
You're gonna send me. Wait a minute. You got to give me your email address and your physical address before
all right,
we.
I can do that. I can do that. And it just.
And P.S. Excuse me. I'm sorry to keep interrupting. This teacher said you have to visit schools and talk to these children.
Hey, I would love to do it. I would
That's
love
the
to
thing.
do it, man. Because I mean, there's opportunities out there. I mean, people can't be scared to grab on the opportunities. Like those are blessings. I mean, when sometimes a thought in your head is God speaking to you. Sometimes you wondering why you thinking that. I mean, use it. You know what I'm saying? Do it. You know what I mean? Sometimes don't always look at somebody else's opinion also, man. Because people, they'll throw you on the bus. They'll look at you and be like, nah, that ain't going to work. They ain't going to make it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to use your own path.
Yeah.
And I mean, you may, like I said, may take you a year. May take you 2 years. But at the same time,
May take you 10.
May take you 10. But people going to start respecting it.
Yeah.
Because they're going to say, man, this man is not giving up.
That's right.
This man is not giving up. I feel like that right there is the true meaning of it, like not giving up. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care if it's bad or good. I mean, just trying what makes a difference.
No,
Trying
is lying. You work at it. Woo. You got to work at it.
You're right.
And that's what we need to teach. You know, well, I tried.
And a lot of people, and it's another thing they told me. They was like, if you mention Jesse Jackson, you got to put you in the topic. And I said, why you say that? They was like, well, using his path, using his life. And if they would write your book, you got to mention Jesse. You got to mention James. You got to mention Franklin. You got to mention Booker T. And I was like, I don't want to. I mean, they're right, but I don't want to feel like. I don't want to make it feel like I'm better than somebody because I met these people. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing. It's your heart. What somebody else thinks about you is none of your business.
True.
Okay.
True. You're right. You're right. And that's why I'm trying to tell you, I push this and I say this over and over again. I be like, y'all, man, just because I'm meeting these people, it don't make me great. I mean, me spending my time doing this work and this, that, and third, I mean, that's the passion within me. But it doesn't make me great. I mean, I just feel like what makes me greater if they out there and they learn from it and they become great. You know what I'm saying? If they become great, then I feel more special.
Yes.
Because I'm like, dang, my work actually pushed through somebody.
Ralph
You know what I'm
Waldo
saying?
Emerson, that's one of my favorite quotes on the planet. Are you familiar with his poetry?
Talk to me.
He says, a lot of people grasp and strive for success, look at it as money and tangibles and that kind of thing. But he said that one person has breathed easier because you have lived. That, my friend, is success.
That's what I'm talking about.
And
paving the way is huge.
Yes.
Like I said, like that. This people don't realize. Like me being an artist, they think like, yo, you going out there meeting all this. This is so fun. It's so much work. It's hard. It's like it's not easy. It's stressful sometimes. But at the same time, just like what you said, it makes it easier for the next person. I'm making sure your opportunity is good. I'm making sure for future black artists, I'm making them feel like, dang, that's what I've been locked up in a room doing all the time.
Yes.
Like, don't be afraid to let it go.
Yes.
Don't be afraid, man.
Yes,
you
indeed.
can't be afraid, man.
You can't get anything with your fist balled up.
You can't.
Your hands got to be open. Your hands got to be open.
Man.
Wow, Joey. Wow, this has been an honor for me.
Man, no, I'm trying to tell you, this right here, this moment right here.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, man, this is my story. You know what I'm saying? This is my path. This is my life journey, and I'm glad y'all in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Life journey, and this can't be erased.
Yeah,
can't.
No, it's no such.
It's my life. You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm making sure if anybody out there ever want to write my book, you got to make sure you add y'all. Got to. You know what I'm saying? Don't hit nothing out. Make sure you put the full version. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed. Wow. How did you and Rose connect?
Me and Rose connect. Rose, tell about Cheryl.
I was actually looking for some artists.
I know that.
And I wanted to get some murals painted. Speaking with Monteria, she gave me the idea. You know, she was like, "You need the." Actually, I did a picture for Monteria. It was actually
Was it digital art?
Yeah, I did a picture for her, and she said it was a flyer. Yeah. And so she was like, I want to make this flyer into a mural. Okay, so that just threw me for a loop right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I remember that.
Yeah, she reached out, found artists and everything. She found some artists and everything. And so she said, you need to find some local artists, so you can start putting these beautiful pictures up, turn them into murals. So I reached out.
I'm paying attention.
I reached out, to, had a call for some, local artists. And so Cheryl Mosley, thank you, girl, I love you.
Mosley,
she was like, I got a great artist. And so she tagged me in his picture. And so history was made then.
Yeah.
Okay, I reaced out to him. I told him the story of Jamarian Robinson because I was trying to get it, like I said, do a mural of him with my, artwork. And so he was like, he gave us a better idea, he did an 8-foot picture of Jamarian Robinson. And that's in Mango's Caribbean restaurant right now. But in Atlanta. But she has Jamarian and herself coming up on walls all across Atlanta.
Yeah.
Right now.
And that's all because of...
I'm telling you, man. I mean, it's love, man. It's love. And I mean, like, those moments right there, you can't take that away, man.
It was one of them.
Anything you can change the world with, why not? I mean, I go to distance for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody talk about change. Everybody talk about they want to be great or this, that, third. Like you said, you can't be ball-fisted.
That's right.
You can't. You gotta step out.
Yeah. It was one of them situations, like I said, the families of the missing and murder community mean the world to me. And I know that they don't get
their voice matters.
They don't get the attention that they deserve.
They do deserve it.
Their families, their love.
Kids.
Yeah, that was people's children. People's aunts, uncles, nephews, nieces, you know what I'm saying? People that love them to death. They don't put too much emphasis on missing and murder. And I was telling you that, like you might see, all different types of things going on. People sharing, talking about everything.
And I hate the term, that it's another one. It's just another one.
Yeah.
It's just another one. It's going to be all right. Nah, man. Like you walk in, when you in the South, you walk in Walmart or whatever, you see bunch of missing people. People
they used to have them on, they used to have them on milk cartons, but they took that, they stopped doing that. You know what I'm saying? Putting them on milk cartons. Like I said, it's missing persons. If we don't share them, if we don't become advocates ourselves,